Good morning, world. In another video, I talked about jealousy and dealing with a partner's jealousy, but we all know that the best person to deal with any issue is the person who is experiencing it. And that is why today we're talking about 5 tips for dealing with your own jealousy. First is to identify the source of jealousy. There can be so many different things that can have a person in a situation where you are experiencing those feelings. Identify what it is, whether it is something in your current relationship that happened before, something your partner is doing right then and there, or something that is within you that's causing you to experience those feelings. Figure out what the source of the jealousy is so that you can begin to tackle the actual issue. 2, learn to communicate calmly and clearly with your partner, especially about these feelings. If every time you start talking, it's yelling, nobody's really paying attention to you and nobody has any interest in dealing with whatever issue you may be having. So learn to communicate clearly. Learn to communicate your needs and your wants so that you can share with your partner, hey, this is what's happening that's making me feel this way. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I feel. Learning to tell your partner what you're feeling, what behaviors they're exhibiting that lead you to feeling that way, can help your partner do better or do the things or avoid the things that are causing you to experience that feeling of jealousy. So learn to communicate clearly and of course calmly. No yelling, and actually direct, clear, what behaviors. 3, negotiate some rules and boundaries with your partner. Rules for your relationship. And of course, make sure those are rules that you can agree with, because those are rules that you also will be bound by. Rules and behavior expectations that you have of your partner and that your partner can expect of you, that will make you feel a bit more comfortable and more stable, more comfortable in the relationship. If there are things that your partner does that usually induce that feeling of jealousy, maybe there is something else that they can do. Maybe there's a different way they can do it so as to keep you or help you not experience that feeling of jealousy. 4, work on nurturing trust in your relationship. As much as changing certain behaviors and doing certain things can help, it's important to have that trust in your relationship, because when you have trust in the relationship, some of these behaviors or some of these situations that are presenting that are causing you to experience that feeling of jealousy can be avoided simply by you and your partner having built that level of trust in your relationship. And 5, take time to explore and challenge your own jealous thoughts and behaviors, because much of it, a lot of times, I'm not saying people don't do stuff. I'm just saying much of the time, the biggest culprit is your mind. It's your mind that's playing tricks on you. It's in your head that you're having all sorts of conversations and playing out all sorts of situations that are probably most likely never going to happen, or at least are not happening at that very moment. Learn to explore those thoughts. Figure out, okay, what is going on inside my head? What am I thinking right now? And challenge those thoughts to make sure, is this really realistic? Like, if your spouse goes to the grocery store to get milk and they're back in 10 minutes, and in your head you're playing all sorts of situations of what he or she could have done in that 5 or 10 minutes, really, is that realistic? Did they have time to do all those things? What about you is making you feel or is making you think all these things? So learn to challenge those thoughts, and of course control the behaviors that follow. Quick recap. 1, identify the source of your jealousy so that you can start to deal with it. 2, learn to communicate clearly and calmly with your partner so that you can help them help you deal with the situation. 3, negotiate some rules and boundaries for your relationship, things that you expect from your partner, things that your partner can expect from you to help you guys be more comfortable with each other. 4, work on nurturing trust in your relationship, because having trust in the relationship will make so many of these behaviors, so many of these other issues so much less of an issue. And 5, take time to explore and challenge your jealous thoughts and the behaviors that follow, because much of it is happening up in your head. And if you can learn to deal with and control those thoughts and behaviors, it might make your life a lot easier. And yep, that's pretty much it for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.